Yesterday I had a meeting with the client, and we were about, I don't know, 10 more minutes before we were done, and somebody came and knocked on the conference room door and opened it up and said, "Are you guys almost done in here?" And there was a part of me that was really mad. How could this person interrupt us like this? And doesn't he realize this is like a client meeting? And, you know, what if this person was in the middle of some great epiphany, and this intrusion is most unprofessional? All that went through my head, but I found myself smiling and just saying, "Oh, we're just wrapping up." And the meeting ended, and I was tempted to run in there and go talk to office management about, you got to tell these people that they can't interrupt meetings, and that really could have gone badly, and, I reserved that conference room, and reservations should be sacred, and I kind of realized that there was not going to be anything to be gained by that. So I just took a deep breath and I let it go. And I went to lunch, and as I was at lunch I realized, oh my gosh, I have a client coming at 12:30 and I'm pretty sure I forgot to reserve the conference room. Oh, so I called and I talked to the office manager and I told her my dilemma, and she said, "Well, let me check and see if it's available." She came back and said, "Somebody has it booked from 1 to 2, but let me see if they can move the meeting." So I thought, oh God, please let them be able to move the meeting. I had visions of my client driving across town not to have a place to go meet, and anyway, we got there, and she said, they were fine about moving it, and my client came in, and the doors were opening, and the people that were leaving the conference room, one of them was the same guy that tapped on the door earlier, and I said, "Thank you so much, I really appreciate it," and he just smiled kindly and nodded his head, and the thought occurred to me that everything really always works out for the best. But if I would have listened to my ego, I think I could have screwed that up. That the only thing that would have gotten in the way would have been me. And the irony is, when our egos get a hold of us, we think that it's going to make things better for us, that we're going to be right, and we're going to exalt in being in control and all of that. But really letting go of ego and just trusting that everything was going to work out fine ended up with a scenario where everybody came out ahead, including me.